Hey, what's up guys? So this morning, Escort officially announced their new MAXcam 360c radar detector and dashcam combo. Now, Escort didn't send me one beforehand to test and review for launch, and so I went ahead and ordered one online. It'll be here later this week, and then I'm going to start doing all my testing and comparisons and reviews and all that stuff. So make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell as well so that you can get notified as I start posting content about the new Max 360c, MAXcam 360c. In this video, I wanted to go ahead and share kind of my initial thoughts and reaction based on what Escort has shared online. Plus, I want to go ahead and take a quick look at how it compares to things like the Max 360c with the new M2 dashcam, as well as Escort's previous combo units like the Cobra Road Scout. So let's go ahead and take a look now at the new MAXcam 360c. Now starting off, taking a look at the design, it's got your radar detector and dashcam integrated in one unit, of course. Size-wise, Escort says it's similar in size to the Redline 360c, though it is a little bit wider because you got your radar detector and your dashcam side by side. Escort says it's not quite an inch wider than the Redline 360c, but otherwise a lot of the size specs are similar. On the front of the detector, you've got a new rotary knob to go in and adjust settings. It's similar to what we've got here on the Cobra Road Scout like this. And on the Road Scout, I like it as a way to quickly adjust your volume or change settings. I do notice sometimes on the Road Scout that it doesn't always catch every spin of the dial. Sometimes it's laggy, sometimes it doesn't change when I spin the dial. And so I'm hoping that with the MAXcam 360c, they improve the UI to make it faster and more responsive so it always catches every little dial spin. Then taking a look under the hood, Escort says it features a new M13 based platform. So it's got a single front-facing antenna as well as a second rear-facing antenna, just like the Max 360C. It also then takes a lot of the technology that they put into the Redline 360C and they brought that over here into the MAXcam 360C. So the same DSP and the same SDR, for example. Performance-wise, Escort says this gives them an improvement in performance over the Max 360C. Not quite as good as the Redline 360C, but it is going to be an improvement in both performance and BSM filtering over the Max 360C. And then in the chat, somebody asked how the performance compares to the Uniden R7. Escort says that in their testing, the sensitivity is going to be comparable. And when I get one in and we all start doing our testing, we'll see if that's the case and kind of how it compares to the rest of the competition. And then taking a look at the manual, we found some additional information about this detector too. For example, you can see that it offers MRCD and MRCT detection. It's got band segmentation for both K-band and for Ka-band. You've got your K-notch feature to help deal with some BSMs from your Hondas and Acuras. Plus, you've also got your auto JTK support if you integrate it with something like the Escort ZR5 or ZW5 Escort laser jammers. Next, moving on to the dashcam, it's got an integrated dashcam built into the radar detector itself. It's not a bolt-on unit the way you have with the Escort M1 or the Escort M2. In terms of video quality, it looks like they've bumped the resolution up now to 1440p or Quad HD, which should give you better video quality than what you've got with 1080p. Plus, the new sensor that they're using, it is a Sony Starvis sensor, which should help with your low light sensitivity. It looks like it's going to be very similar to what we have with dashcams like the VFO A129 Plus, for example, which does a good job with low light, even at 1440p. So I'm optimistic here with the MAXcam 360C. It features a single front-facing dashcam, and there is no option for a rear-facing dashcam or an interior recording dashcam. That's pretty common, though, for these integrated units. Under the hood, it then uses an Umbrella A12 processor. It's a very common processor used in many different dashcams, so that's a very standard thing, and it's good to see used here. The dashcam comes with a 16 gig card, and it's compatible with up to 256 gig cards, which is great, so you're going to be able to store lots of video footage on your MAXcam 360C. And then as far as parking mode, they didn't mention it in their announcement this morning, but if you go take a look in the manual, it looks like it's got some parking mode capabilities, just like the new Escort M2 dashcam. And with the MAXcam 360C, it's got some motion detection capabilities as well as some impact detection. It's going to be pretty basic parking recording capabilities, it sounds like. It's not buffered parking recording, but it does have your basic impact detection and motion detection, which is good to see. In order to get that, you're going to want to hardwire your dashcam, your radar detector, to a power source using one of Escort's hardwire cables. It doesn't look like there's any sort of ignition-triggered power source. You're going to want to hardwire it into an always-on power source. So the idea is when you turn your car off, the dashcam and the radar detector both stay on, and then it switches into parking mode automatically, and then after a period of time, it's going to automatically shut down the radar detector and shut down the dashcam to avoid draining your car battery. It doesn't look like there's any sort of voltage management built in. It's just a timer-based shutoff option. And then as far as a couple other things to mention, it's got your laser jammer compatibility with like the ZR5 and the ZW5, like I mentioned. It's got your Bluetooth to connect it to your phone, and it also has Wi-Fi. One of the nice new things here about Wi-Fi is they have not only 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, but they're also introducing 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and this is awesome for two main reasons. Number one, there's a lot of cars now that only offer the newer, faster 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and all of Escort's previous radar detectors would be incompatible and you can't use the cloud features. Now with the MAXcam 360c, because it has 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, you're going to be able to pair it to cars that only offer 5 gigahertz. Plus 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, it's going to make it faster at transferring the files from the Dashcam to your phone using the app. And that's a great option because 2.4 gigahertz has been pretty slow, especially with like the Escort M1, for example. So 5 gigahertz, faster transfer speeds too. And then as usual over Wi-Fi, you can use it to get your Escort Live alerts, your alerts shared through the cloud, plus your firmware updates over the cloud as well. Or you can always plug your radar detector and Dashcam into your computer and update with Escort detector tools, just like with all of Escort's other detectors. Next, Escort's talking about their new cloud capabilities that are going to be built into this Dashcam 2. This is pretty cool, so certain things like an emergency recording or a Mayday alert, important video clips can automatically be backed up to the cloud in addition to what's stored on the memory cards. That's a pretty useful feature. I don't know exactly how it works yet. I've tried using some of Escort's other products, like the Cobra SC200D. It wasn't working properly, so I'm hopeful to see that this is working here. I know on Escort's website, they're talking about their new Drive Smarter app, which is kind of like a hybrid between Escort Live with all your live alerts, plus your Dashcam capabilities now in one app. You used to have two apps, one for Escort Live for radar, and then a separate app for your Dashcam. Now there's one app, which I think is pretty cool, though they're saying on their website that some of the features are not available and not yet working here at launch. And that makes sense. I've been trying to test it out here with the Escort M2, and I've been running into issues, and pretty much everybody who's tested the new Drive Smarter app has been having some sort of issue. And so, yeah, some of the things are not going to be working properly here at launch, specifically with the new Drive Smarter app. Either way, though, as far as their new cloud capabilities that are built into the new MAXcam 360c, I'm definitely looking forward to testing that out and seeing how it compares to other cloud-based Dashcam options like your Blackviews, your ThinkWares, etc. And then finally, as far as price, the new MAXcam 360c retails for $849, which is now Escort's most expensive radar detector, but it also has a Dashcam built in. It's in a way very similar to the Max 360c, except it's going to be one integrated unit. It's not a bolt-on unit like this. Plus, it offers better performance in BSM filtering, and it's got a higher resolution, better video quality Dashcam as well. So same price here as this, $849, but better radar detector, better Dashcam, and fully integrated. So that's, I think, actually going to be a better option than this kind of combo hybrid bolt-on unit here. And then as far as how good of a radar detector and Dashcam it ultimately is, once I get it in, I'll start doing all my usual testing and comparisons and review, and I'll keep you guys posted here on YouTube as well as on social media and over on the forums as well. And so, yeah, make sure you subscribe to all the usual channels, social media too. I know we've been talking about this on Facebook earlier this morning, and same thing on the forums as well. And so additional information for discussion, and then of course where you can purchase the MAXcam 360c, all that information will be down in the video description for you guys. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this new MAXcam 360c, kind of initial thoughts based on what we know so far. If you're interested in getting one, how you think it compares to the competition, etc. I'm actually really curious to hear your thoughts as well as I start getting into my own testing and review on my end too. And so, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you in the next video.